Hey everyone, it's Lonnie Flowers. On one hand, no one's perfect. On the other hand, no one wants to admit what's wrong with them either. Understood. Regardless to whatever flaws each of us may have, as a society, we understand that there are some behaviors that are acceptable and there are some behaviors that are not acceptable. We all have our own personalities and ways of doing things, but that's not an excuse to mistreat others. Narcissism describes the qualities of a person who is selfish, who has excessive interest in their own motives, and someone who believes others to be inferior to them. As a result, they have no problem manipulating others to get what they want, and this behavior actually fuels them. If you're in some sort of a relationship with a narcissist, there will come a time that you will say, enough is enough. Every situation is different. If you're dealing with a narcissist, you are dealing with a manipulator. That means when they're love bombing you, it's manipulation. And when they're disrespecting you, it is also manipulation. In the mind of a narcissist, you are not a real person. You are an object that is a part of their reality and disposable. Some argue that this behavior is due to a lack of awareness, but I disagree. Narcissists are highly intuitive. The problem is that they lack empathy, so they just don't care. If you've reached the point of saying enough is enough, more than likely it's because you've tried everything that you could to work it out or to get them to see your point of view, but have been defeated by their repeated denial, refusal to take accountability, and blame shifting. Depending on the situation, the narcissist will either choose to discard you or beg you to stay. If they're begging you to stay, then after all of the denial, refusal, and blaming, they will finally own up for their mistreatment and make a promise to change. In my heart, I believe that with God, anything is possible. God gave us free will. In order for a person to change, they have to decide that they want to change. If someone is deciding to change out of fear of losing you or the situation, it's manipulation. Change doesn't happen overnight. If the narcissist is all of a sudden able to see the error in their ways, then my question is, what was stopping them from seeing before? Narcissists are notorious for maintaining a good streak only to relapse into their bad behavior yet again later on. How this happens is that they slowly reintroduce the behavior again until you're right back to the toxic abuse cycle. If you find yourself here, you have two options. You can either choose to stay and help them, or you can leave. Most experts would say that the best and only real option is to leave and to establish no contact, which means just that. You may choose to stay with the narcissist, and if you do, I urge you to set firm boundaries. I cannot stress this enough. Do not allow them to cross your boundaries, because if you do, that is submitting your will and giving them control. Next week, I will be closing with setting boundaries. So stay tuned and God bless you.